Okay, everybody, this is Andrew. I'm here with Jay, and we're in the Playable. We're going to be doing KINFIRE Chronicles. It's going to be the second quest that we're doing, and I think we're just going to jump right into it.
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right, so
I've already got my armor.
Oh yeah, I should probably. Well, you don't actually draw armor yet, and the other thing is we don't draw our hand of cards yet. So we're going to actually shuffle our decks. At the beginning of an adventure phase, which this would be classified as an adventure phase when we're reading from the book, and at the beginning of combat, you'll shuffle your deck, and those will be the only times you shuffle your deck. The reason being is our deck will matter during this adventure phase part.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and place that here after shuffling. And we're beginning with Quest 2, which is Troubled Waters. The fight with the Wyvern took a lot out of you, but your journey is not nearly over. You and the caravan can only afford a short time to rest before you have to push onward. The only thing lying between you and Vinna now is the river. Upon approaching the bridge, however, you find that something, or someone, has destroyed it. A man from the caravan peers over the edge, making a show of studying the collapsed bridge. He shakes his head. Yep, won't be possible to get the caravan across without at least a makeshift bridge. You seekers are gonna have to go secure some ropes to the other side. You raise an eyebrow. Us seekers? He doesn't miss a beat. Whatever destroyed this bridge might still be lurking on the other side. You can't expect any of us to face whatever did that. He inclines his head towards the rubble. That's a job for you big, strong seekers. Sighing, you start looking for a place to climb down to the riverbank. Terrific. Refer to the adventure rulebook in Quest 2 to learn the ins and outs of adventuring. Afterwards, go to 2.1. We've already learned the ins and outs of adventuring, so we're going to go on to 2.1. After tying off the ropes to this side of the bridge, you survey the rubble-strewn river ahead of you and prepare to cross. So this is a decision point. In the game, we're going to have these adventuring moments where we're going to actually make decisions based on this. In this case, if you have people who disagree a lot, you can make a leader. I don't think we really need that, and a leader would resolve all ties, essentially.
Okay.
So for this, every seeker must reach the middle of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the two methods below best suited for your seeker, then flip over the top card of your deck. If it matches the color of the card shown next to your chosen method, you reach the middle. If not, you gain 1 exhaustion and try again. So one thing to note, every seeker board will also kind of tell you the breakdown of what's in your deck. So basically the top color is what you're going to have most of in your deck, and then it's going to kind of give you the probabilities of cards that are potentially in your deck. So that will help you choose what you want to choose for this option. For reaching the middle of the river, we've got to discard cards from the top of our deck until we get one of those cards. For every card we discard that does not match the color of our method, we will have to take an exhaustion. Exhaustion is horrible because they are lingering effects and they will stay in your deck, so they match the back of your cards. Anytime you would take a refill action on your turn and you would discard exhausted cards, for every exhausted card you discard, you're going to automatically take 1 damage because you're exhausted.
So our least for both of us is green, so I think we agree we should do red, right?
Well, we each get to choose our own method.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're individuals. So for me, I'm going to swim across river because I'm red.
Yeah, I'm swimming across as well.
So I discard 1. It is green-blue. Great. Let's go ahead and add that exhaustion.
I got blue.
Ugh. You get an exhaustion. And you get an exhaustion.
And they just go to our discard.
Yep.
Like so.
And I got red and green. I have passed.
Green.
Ugh.
Great. Red.
There we go.
I made it. I swam across. I mean, I am a dwarf. I'm probably not the greatest swimmer.
Yeah, that's true. Those little stubby legs. Once all seekers reach the middle of the river, go to 2-2. 2-2. You've made it halfway across the river and pause to catch your breath on a sturdy piece of debris. You notice a bit of flotsam caught between one of the bridge pillars and a nearby rock. It could be something useful. Choose 1 seeker to attempt to grab the flotsam. That seeker flips over the top 2 cards of the deck. If either is a blue, the seeker frees the item. Otherwise, the flotsam breaks free and is lost downstream. So if we get the item, we go to 2-3. If we lose it, we go to 2-4. You have the highest blue, so I think that should be you.
But I discarded 1, so
you still have more blues in your deck than I do.
More. All right. How many do I flip?
You draw 2, and if one of them is blue, you got it. You don't got it.
I don't got it.
Otherwise, the flotsam breaks free and is lost downstream. Go to 2-4. Crossing this half of the river won't be so easy. The current here is strong and the pieces of debris are farther apart. Every seeker must reach the far side of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the two methods below, then flip over cards from your deck until you reveal 2 of the indicated color. For each card of another color you reveal, you must choose to either gain 1 exhaustion or suffer 1 wound.
This is insanity. Alright, I'm going red.
So, we have to get 2 of them though. So 2 red or 2 green. I'm going to continue swimming across the river.
Yeah, I'm going red.
I'm going red. First one is red, so I got 1 red for my choice. And then the next one, I'm going to take a wound.
Mine's a white.
That's a wild, so that counts for everything.
Great, I'm done.
And I got a red, and I'm done.
Got it.
Not too much bad stuff there. Once all seekers reach the far side of the river, go to 2-5. 2-5. So in this point, we have a special thing where we have a conundrum. So this will pop up in the adventure, and depending on which option we choose, different seekers will want to choose that based on the actual option. And whichever one we choose, those players will get a KINFIRE, which is what this little flame means next to the portraits of those characters that would prefer that option. This might also give us certain things called memories, which will then be kind of like trigger points for later on in the story that may cause things to happen or may cause things to change in the story. So for 2-5, you manage to climb up the riverbank and tie off the ropes. On the other side, some of the caravan appear to be reclining on the bank, enjoying your struggle. You build a quick fire and collapse on the ground while the workers begin constructing a temporary bridge. As soon as you relax, a shiver runs through your body. Something is watching you. So we can choose between whatever it is isn't immediately hostile, let's recover while we can so that we're ready to fight, or roust yourselves, we may be exhausted, but only a fool relaxes with possible enemies on their back. Now, interestingly enough, we've chosen characters that go on opposite ends. So only one of us can gain a KINFIRE token here. It's a question of if we rest or if we move forward. If we move forward, I get a KINFIRE token. If we rest, Jay gets a KINFIRE token. I guess we do need a leader now. What do we do? We just like fight for this, Rochambeau?
we can do yours. I'm good with doing yours. Yeah.
Okay. Rouse yourselves. We may be exhausted, but only a fool relaxes with possible enemies on their back. So I gain a KINFIRE token now. So I gain one of these tokens. Da-na-na-na. All right, curling up. Whoop, that's 2-6. Let's go on to 2-7. 2-7. You pull yourselves from the lure of the fire and search the area. Stepping through some nearby brush, you come upon a pair of stags. At first you're relieved, but then something's not quite right. These are unlike any deer you've ever seen, with empty white eyes and oozing pustules growing from their antlers and along the twitching muscles of their backs. Their bodies tense. They're ready to attack. We gain 2 fate tokens, which we've already pulled out of our adventure box. So we now have 3 fate tokens fully, which we can use all of them in battle. Then we discard the enemy chits numbered 2, 4, 8, and 10 from the bag into the spent chits area. These will return to the bag when it resets. And next, open the atlas to map 2 and go to 2-9, which we do have the maps right here.
2, 4, 8, 10.
Yes, 2, 4, 8, and 10. And then we're going to set up the battle like this. And in this case, it does matter which order we place these units in, because in the rule book, when one of these is defeated, all of their activation chits next to them will move to the enemy at the farthest right. So it does matter in order. For this particular scenario, it does not, because we only have 2 enemies, but it could matter for future scenarios. So it does matter how you set this up based on the diagram. So we're doing 2-9 over here. We have the 16 health stag on the left, which is not this one, so this one goes on the right. And then the 16 health stag goes on the left, which will just, upside down. And then we have to set up the actual chits next to them based on that.
3, 4, 5, 6. these over there.
Guess we need some space for the status tokens we're no doubt gonna put on them.
Guessing that one is more deadly, considering.
Well, we can go ahead and read their abilities right here. So, on the one horn, he will do 2 melee damage to someone and stun them, then do 2 melee damage to that person again and put a trap on them. And then after attacking both times, they will refocus, so they'll choose another target. Both of their focuses are on targets with the most health again, just like the dragon, or the wyvern. And then the second action it does 6 damage melee, and before attacking, it'll refocus on the nearest seeker, but can't move. And that attack ignores armor. So that's a scary one if you're already in its spot. It won't move otherwise though. And then its last action is it discards all statuses from each of the great stags, then each great stag gains 1 armor. Is that armor or is that wound?
Do we
gains 1 health.
Do we shuffle our discard back into our deck now?
Yes, we do. Immediately. These are their focus tokens, which kind of display the enemy. Another thing about this game is every time you defeat an enemy, you're going to take its focus token as a trophy, which will matter potentially later in the game.
Too bad we didn't get the wyvern trophy.
I know. It's unfortunate. And they look
Can we
cooler
go
in the
back and fight them?
No. We're in the campaign. We're committed. We're not starting over because we lose once. All right.
No, I'm just saying, part of this is part of the story that you can go back and
Oh, I have no idea.
fight
That would be interesting, especially since he survived. Which one goes which though?
the big one here. Tall one. Yeah, and that one there.
And this is Patchy.
And then we can start in one of these 4 spaces.
Yes. And I'm going to start in this one since I get extra defense versus ranged attacks here. And they're both focused on me because I have the most health at 19.
I like it.
I don't.
I like it a lot.
I don't. Did you get your armor?
I bet this game is really sick with like 4 being able to have a tank that like draws aggro and then a support that's like healing and buffing.
It would be
people.
interesting. You do start at less health though, 5 less health than your original. So I'm curious. On BGG,
Maybe
they actually
3.
a lot of people have rated it as best at 2, probably because of that extra health and maybe the downtime. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It does reduce how many chits you have in the bag too for activation, so that's also potential.
Yeah.
of why
You're
it's,
taking less turns.
Yeah.
3 might be a sweet spot.
Yeah, I could see that.
All right. So we start by drawing from the bag. Yeah.
Yes.
We're ready.
We are
Everything's
ready.
set up.
We are all go.
This is such an interesting system.
I agree.
Rolling, baby.
There we
Taking
go.
the first. Oh, I didn't draw.
Hold on, I think I'm gonna just put that shit back.
Great. We're already starting this. Ooh, couple of exhaustions. Love
Well,
that.
at least mine is still in here. So
Do I have an action? I do have an action. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna start with attacking. Firebolt. You draw back your hand, muttering the words of power until a blaze of flame launches from your palm.
Property of this. But you can move first. This one has nothing behind him.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll move there, and then we'll hit that guy. I'm dealing 2 unless you boost me, but he's also gonna take a hurt token or a hurt status. Give another hurt status to your target for every red in your discard pile. Dang, I don't have any reds in my discard pile.
I am gonna boost you with getting an extra movement though, because the spot you moved into is actually adjacent to both of them, whereas your previous spot was only adjacent to one of them.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So I'm dealing 2 to this one.
Patchy, good old Patchy, taking the 2.
I moved. I'm done.
And do you take aggro from Patchy? You do, because it's that one.
Yep,
So
I take aggro.
he comes over here like a good friend.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Rolling again.
Well, there we go. Let's Start stacking on that damage.
Starting off strong. All right, I'm just gonna move into this spot. So why not?
Get some of that melee attacking in.
Yeah, hammer and tongs. Roland rears back to swing his hammer, and with a flash of fire, he is next to his enemy, striking a resounding blow. What's the swirly one? Stunned? I'm gonna stun this guy. Before attacking, I may move into the same space as my target. So I'm using my action, this action, to move in before attacking. Stun the one that does the most damage, probably. And then, do you want to boost or nah?
I can't.
Cannot boost, so I'm hitting for 3 on this guy, and I will take his aggro token.
Ooh, I don't like that. Both of them on you?
But then I get to move. So I'm gonna move there. Actually, I'm gonna move to your spot.
Really?
Hey, it's good for you.
That's true.
If you have that card that says you can't move, and then he moves into my spot.
That's very true.
I mean, there's an argument that I move here.
No. I think you're right.
If he activates, he's not gonna reach me. If I go here, both of them can reach me.
No, I think you're right though. I think it's the best option.
Okay.
There's reasons.
All right, this is gone. I took the aggro. He got the stun. Where's the hurt? We didn't put the hurt token.
Oh, that was on Patchy?
Yeah.
Well,
Patchy.
for every red card in your discard, this technically wasn't your discard
right
yet,
there.
right? Oh, you're right. So which action do you want to place it on?
This one.
Well, I guess we know it's 3 and 4.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm done. I think I did everything. Here, why don't you draw?
Back pull in action.
Why don't you draw, coach?
Because I'm ready to play a card.
Oh, wait. I have no actions.
Oh, I must discard everything. And exhaustion lingers. Basically, the only way to get rid of exhaustion is when we rest at an inn.
Okay.
So
I lose all of this.
And you take 2 damage for your exhaustion.
I take 2.
You lose your armor card, but then you gain it back because you're going to redraw.
That was kind of unfortunate, but oh well.
Yeah.
Because I also lost my thing that lets me return a chip.
Yeah.
Before I got to use it.
Sometimes it just works out that way. But
Oh,
you
I
get your
charged
lantern.
my thing though.
Yeah.
My lantern's charged up.
And 12.
All right. Discard all statuses from each great stag.
We're gonna go ahead and
return it.
Duel of Honor.
I think that's a good one to do it on.
As long as they don't pull 12.
Just don't draw 12 or 11.
Darkness.
My old friend. Rearing back on his hind legs, the stag lashes out with its front hooves, slamming them into you.
Smack,
2
smack.
damage and 2 damage. After attacking both times, one horn refocuses.
Smack, smack. Smack, smack.
So he's hitting you for 4.
He's hitting you.
Oh. He moves to me and then he's hitting me.
But I am going to defend you.
I'll block the first one. So.
And I'm going to give you some armor for that. So.
Sweet.
I wonder, is that for the entire action?
I take no damage.
It's just when you suffer wounds, so I think it's only for 1. So you took nothing for that first one, but I can't play another one on
I
you.
guess.
Yes, and then you also get
2
trapped,
damage.
which means you have this one as well, trapped.
Great. And he's done.
But then after attacking both times, he refocuses, which I
is on
believe
you.
moves him to me.
Most health. Is most health most total health or most current health?
Most current health. That's how it'll shift back and forth. I'm at 19, so I'm definitely higher.
I'm going to read these while you're gone.
Let's pull again. Seven. Well, we'll let this one happen too. Do you have any boosts for defense?
Is he attacking you?
Yes.
This is discarded.
Oh, yes.
With which one? What'd you draw?
The 7. So I block the first hit entirely, but I take a stun. And then I block 1 of the second attack, so I take 1 damage.
What color is this attack?
It's white, so you can play anything on
Oh, mine doesn't. I don't have to match anyway. I have a block there. There you go.
Thank you. So I take nothing, but I am stunned and I have trapped now. While there are any stunned cards in your hand, at the start of your turn, discard one of your secret chits from the bag to the spent chits area if able. Oh.
It's bad. It's
yeah.
real bad.
Wow.
It's real bad.
That's horrible.
And trapped isn't much better.
Well, trapped is fine because I don't want to move anyway. I can't. We'll see what the next turn entails because this can be potentially horrible. Oh, and he refocuses, but I still have the most health, so that's going to stay where it is. Let's see. 6.
This guy.
I don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and use this.
You have another one?
Yeah.
You have 2 in your deck?
I do. I'm the tactician. Oh, your turn.
My word. All right. While there's any stun cards in my hand, at the start of my turn, discard one of my secret chits from the bag if able.
Oh. Gotta go find it. At least they're colored on the edges, which makes it very easy to find them in here.
Yeah. And then I also cannot move. I'm going to play my Leech Charm. So while this card's in play, each time an enemy discards a status card, they suffer damage. And then I have 1 action in my hand, so I'm going to be...
Don't forget your lantern.
Yeah.
Before you run through that, you might want to use it. So you can charge it again.
Okay. I'm going to do Foxfire. Does range have to be?
No, as far as I recall, it does not have to be far away, but it can only reach 1 away. Up to 1 away. I'll double check for you to make sure. Oh. You have to be 1 space away.
Okay.
You cannot attack it within your space.
That's really relevant, and I can't move. So I'm attacking Patchy with Foxfire. He is going to take a hurt. Let's go ahead and stack it on the same one. He's going to take 2. Can you boost me or no?
No, I cannot.
All right, so he's taking 2. Taking him to 12. After attacking, all seekers in your target space may draw or discard, which doesn't matter.
That does matter for me.
But
it doesn't because I'm not there.
Yeah.
I wish I was there.
These go away. And then I'm going to use my Kinfire, or going to use my Lantern. After attacking, distribute 3 statuses of my choice among your targets as you see fit.
But it is range, so it has to be Patchy again.
Yeah. Should I do just 3 stuns? It's 3 statuses of my choice.
There's an argument for a lot of hurt, but what's unfortunate is if one horn goes and wipes out all their statuses.
Yeah, but I can't do anything about right now.
I almost want to say, because we haven't drawn any 3s or 4s. Oh, there is a 4, so we only have 1 chance of actually triggering that. Yeah, I guess, stun on everything.
I can do 3 stuns, or I can do 3 hurts.
But you get to choose. You can be stuns and hurts too.
Yeah, I could do that. If we do 3 hurts, it's 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then he triggers that, it would do 10 damage to him.
Yeah.
And while this card is in play, each time an enemy discards a status. It's discarding a status when it triggers as well.
Yes, it triggers and then they get discarded because they specifically say after this, discard this card.
Or, yeah, but for this one, it's when an enemy discards it. Does that mean only if they use an ability that's like discard?
I think it would happen anyway because if you read the actual things, they say when the ability triggers, discard this card, this enemy suffers 2 damage. So I think it adds on top of that. So you would be so when you discard this, it would deal 3 damage, and if they discard from that, it would still do their damage as well.
Okay. So it would kill him if he triggers that.
If he triggers it, yeah. If we do it that way. But there's only 1 chance for that, like I said, because it's 3 or 4, and the 4 is already in here.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? What do you think?
I am fine with whatever you choose. I feel like stun has relevance and the hurt has relevance.
All right, let's do 3 stuns.
All right.
Just stun all of his actions.
I like this because all of his actions are stinky. All right. We are going to pull from this bag again. Let's see what unfortunate things come out now. Oh, don't you refill? Or you still have an action in your hand?
Yes, I do refresh.
Oh, your lantern's back.
Get my lantern back. So I just shuffle this up and draw.
Yep. Standard fee.
I mean, going through my deck that fast is kind of sick with the...
Yeah, it's a very interesting decision space of, do I want to discard cards from my hand, which is why that other boost card is so strong too, the one that lets you draw or discard.
Yeah.
Oh, well there we go.
You finally get to go.
I finally get a turn.
I'm gonna look really quick.
All right, so first off, I get to pull another because I have stunned. So I have to exhaust another one of my tokens.
Yeah, it says
I can't move.
that's exactly how it works. Even when it's triggered.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's so much damage. That's insanity.
Well, I mean, you are a sorcerer. Let's be real.
I am a glass cannon.
All right, so I'm going to use Shattering Blow on One Horned. He takes 4 damage. If you can boost red in any way, that'd be great. And then I can place Hurt on up to 3 of my target's active abilities. Oh, but that's... Oh yeah, and yours doesn't matter. That's a 6 damage.
6 damage.
And he gets hurt on everything. We love it.
These guys are toast. That's all
I agree.
I'm saying. These guys are so toast.
They're getting destroyed.
That seems significantly easier than the first scenario.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. I played this one and it was it's good. It's fun, but it also gives you that feeling of, yeah, I can do this now, after getting spanked by the wyvern. Okay, let's see.
You did everything.
We don't want to
you
spend
still
any
have
fate.
actions in your hand?
I can't move because yes, I do have one more. But it's technically a go. This is not a good thing.
11. Oh, no.
Do you have any to let us redraw? Then we are stuck. 11 triggers. We remove all the statuses.
Well,
but he does take 2 damage.
He takes 4 damage.
Oh.
Oh, no. He takes 3.
3 damage.
4, 5, 6 damage.
Oh. 4, 5, 6. He's at 3 health.
And this guy takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Ooh.
Each time an enemy discards a status, what if he's discarding it? Does he take all the damage?
I would guess so because he's the one actually discarding it.
While this card is in play, each time an enemy discards a status, they suffer 1 damage.
So he's actually killed by helping him.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
So he sacrificed himself.
That's hilarious. Okay, so what the rules state...
I'm assuming that's how that works.
Yeah, because it specifically states that he's
take a
discarding all statuses from each Great Stag.
Yeah.
Then each of them heal 1 though, so he heals him for 1. He does heal him for 1.
Okay.
Because even if he healed 1, he would die. Or he'd be dead, so he can't heal 1. Now, the rules state that the tokens have to remain in the same active slot.
Okay.
So all those will now move to his 1 and make those more viable. It's very unfortunate actually that killed him because he removed all those statuses and now he has a higher chance of actually doing these abilities.
Yeah.
And we get him as a token, as a trophy.
Yeah, that sucked.
Trophy.
That sucked hard.
One horned trophy. Why does one horn look like
one.
Patchy?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one. It's because it is Patchy.
All right. Well, that was that token. Your turn. Of course, dude. Of course that's the one that was freaking drawn.
Makes the world go round. Huh. Whoa, it's my turn.
Nice. If I do get to go, I can give him... Oh, this is gone.
Yes, it is. All right, so I'm going to play Fist of the Wind. And it is a ranged or melee attack. Actually, I'm going to move first. I'm going to move into his location first, and I'll play Fist of the Wind, which does 2 damage and puts Trapped on one of his abilities.
No, why'd you move?
Do you want him next to you?
Well,
because the next part of Fist of the Wind is after
fireball.
attacking, I may move my target 1 space. So I'm fine. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to place
Move him
this.
to the corner.
Which one? I'm going to do this one where Patchy gets to move up to 2 spaces if he takes the action.
Yeah, that's a good one to trap.
Let's put it here.
That's
And
a good
then
trap.
he will get pushed by 1
Go
space.
up.
I'm going to push him here so he doesn't get extra defense and he's still within range of you. And we are golden on that. And that is also my last action, so unfortunately I can't use this armor card on you, but I will charge my lantern, which was an extremely powerful ability called Alter Fate's Trick. I'm going to read this off because it's an extremely cool ability.
Oh, you know what? I totally did my lantern wrong. It's an attack of itself.
What?
It's an attack of itself. I used its ability after doing an attack and just flipped it over. I didn't use it as an attack. Like I played like meteor throw and then I triggered after attacking to do the thing.
Oh.
I didn't use it as an attack.
I thought you used
it itself. No, I used a different card.
Oh, because I was telling you to use this, and then, yeah, I knew how it worked.
I didn't realize it was a...
I mean, to be fair, it's the same amount of damage, though.
Yeah, it
So
wouldn't have mattered.
We'll just say it used Purity, but Purity, if you notice, attacks everything in its spot, too. So for future
reference. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
The circle?
Yeah. It's the same as, like, the enemies. I do get my 2 armors back now. That's 2. Oh, my Alter Fate's Trick. This attack allows me to hit for 5 damage, take aggro, it's a melee, and then after attacking, I shatter one of my target's spent enemy chits, numbered 1 through 12, removing it from play for the rest of the battle. Which I think is really cool as a tactician. And that is the end of my turn now.
Draw us another token.
And we get to save our fate tokens. Look at this. Unless he starts killing us. And it's 12.
He's attacking everyone, so he's gonna move first towards me. Am I still aggroed on him?
You are, because you never refocused.
Was your attack aggro attack?
No.
Nice.
Not really, because now he's going to get reduced damage on your attack.
No, he just moves here.
He was here. Oh, he can choose, actually, you're right. But I don't want him to move here. I'd rather him move here instead of me taking damage. You know what? That's fine. He can move here.
Yeah, just move him there.
That's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It works out.
Fine. All right.
But he doesn't do
can't
the attack. Sick. That's perfect.
Oh, wait. No, he does.
Oh, choose the space within the most seekers.
Yeah, he focuses on me now and attacks me.
Choose the space with the most seekers within 1 space of Patchy. Patchy focuses on a seeker in that space before attacking. No! The one time that would have triggered that enemy actually not attacking.
I do have armor, but I'm still taking the 3 hurt. So I lose one of my armor tokens.
Bro.
I take 3 hurts. Hurts donuts. All right, I'm done. Now we're pulling from the bag, right? When did we pull 11? Oh, 11 was when he couldn't do it at one point, right?
11 was the wiping all the statuses.
Oh, that's right. 6. Where is 6?
At the bottom.
Oh,
Same thing.
I don't like it.
He's hitting you and giving you 3 more hurt.
Well, this is not looking good, peeps. I do block the damage again, but I get 3 more hurt. It's gonna be 6 damage on my turn. Let's hope he don't pull my shit. He's gonna pull my shit.
One of us gets to go, right?
I would like for you to go.
Okay.
'Cause I'm gonna take a lot of damage.
All right, I'm gonna use this. I mean, it's kind of a crappy order to do it. I'm gonna use Purity. I'm gonna hit him for 3. Can you boost me?
Yes.
So I'm hitting him for 3. And then I can give him 3 status tokens. You want me to just stun everything?
I think that's a very strong and good ability. Good idea.
Stun. 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 We can... Cool. That's flipped. I'm done.
Let's see.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use this as a free action before I do the attack. Give 2 weak to one enemy. And weak does what again?
Negative
They
1
deal one
damage on the
less.
attack.
Let's go.
Well, currently he's stunned on everything, and the top one I believe he can't move, so we have a greater chance of maneuvering that to not hitting someone. His second one is ranged.
Let's do that.
Okay. 3.
The one that I just put it on.
Yep.
So these trigger.
Yep.
So
And I believe he takes 3 damage from your thing.
he does
too.
take 3 damage,
And he doesn't actually attack.
right? He's down to 7. Easy peasy.
We do like this. It feels much good. Much good. All right, let's see. Well, hopefully it's another heart. I really hope it's another heart.
If I can go.
It's a Roland.
Okay, nice. We've drawn a lot of roll in this game.
We have. But also remember you removed one from being stunned. So actually we didn't draw that much. Because you only have, well actually yes, you have 5 in there.
All right, free action. All enemies suffer 1 damage per status on them. So that's 3 damage.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Takes
oh
one
wait,
to 4.
are you playing a card for that or is that just,
It's a free action.
is it, oh, okay, it's not an action, so.
And then I'm gonna use Meteor Throw.
Boosting it.
He's dead. That's 4. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. We
GG.
did it.
And there's no
We got the
second
trophy.
stage to this guy, right?
Well, we got to read it. So
Okay, here you
maybe.
go. Here you go.
Spoiler, no, there's not. Okay. If the stags are reduced to 0 health, go to 211. You pile the bodies of the stags to burn. Black blood oozes from their wounds, along with a sharp scent. You look out at the dark trees of the nearby woods. What could have caused these deer to go into such a frenzy? When the caravan catches up, the leader nods to you. He grimaces and looks away from the burning carcasses, passing you a handful of coins as hazard pay. Gain 6 coin. And we go to 212.
Hey, 6 coins.
We're at a whole 9, and I got a KINFIRE token already. All right. When you arrive in Vina, the caravan leader shakes your hands and thanks. Over there's the inn. You can find the mayor, Dara, there. And if you need us, we'll be camped by the lighthouse site. Inside the inn, you find an orcish woman leaning against a counter with a dwarf, who appears agitated. The orc turns and smiles. You must be the seekers sent to escort the supply caravan. I'm Dara. Did everyone make it into town okay? You nod, and she turns to the dwarf. There you go, Hoyt. Say your piece and make it quick. This lot looks like they could use a rest. He hesitates. If you please, meet me at the Burnt Alchemist lab later. I could use your help. Go to 213. 213. One of the dwarf takes his leave. You tell Dara about the sabotaged bridge. Well, that's certainly not the first bit of trouble we've had, she says. I'll send some carpenters out to get a proper repair done before the Hierophant arrives. In the meantime, your room and board here at the inn is free. It's the least I can do. Let me know if you need anything, and feel free to explore the town a little. It's quite charming, out here away from the city. So we have 3 options here. If you ask about Vina's Lighthouse, we go to 214. If you ask about Hierophant Selin, go to 215. And if you go explore the town, go to 216. Technically, we're not supposed to look at the other options before we go there.
Okay.
But what do you want to do? I'll let you make the choice
Let's
here.
go talk to what's the first one if you ask about Vina?
The lighthouse?
Let's ask about
Vina's
lighthouse.
Let's go to 214. Why is Vina constructing a lighthouse all of a sudden? Dara sits quietly worrying at one of her tufts before answering. The light from Dinlux. It no longer reaches us. I don't want to spread panic, but it's as if the KINFIRE is diminishing. The farms here are vital to the city, so I sent a letter asking for aid. Hierophant Selin herself agreed to come bless us with KINFIRE as long as we built the lighthouse ourselves. Return to 213.
That's interesting.
Well,
Okay.
since the first
Let's
answer
ask
lets
the
us
second
return.
one.
Yeah, let's ask about Hierophant Selin. 215. Why is the Hierophant leaving the safety of Dinlux to come to Vina herself? I was surprised by that as well, Dara says. I appealed to the temple for aid and heard back that Hierophant Selin herself was coming to bless a new lighthouse with KINFIRE for us. She hesitates before continuing. The temple guards the secrets of KINFIRE closely. Maybe only one as knowledgeable as the Hierophant could help. Regardless, I'm grateful she's coming.
That's
You are
sus.
100% correct. That is suspicious.
That's sus. All right, let's go wander a town.
Explore the town, go to 216. Enjoy our little town. When you're tired and hungry, come back here to the inn. Once you've rested, I've got something I could use your help with. And don't forget to meet with Hoyt if you have the chance. Open the atlas to map 3 and open the Vinapack in the loot box. You have 3 city actions to explore the town with before you need to get on with your next mission. See the town exploration rulebook found in Quest 3. However, your 3rd city action must be to go to location 1 and sleep at the inn. So really we only got 2 city actions. Take prompt Q3, this quest is over. From now on, when it's time for you to go on a quest, choose one of your available prompts. Keep in mind that you will never be offered a quest that is too difficult for you to complete. And this is prompt 3, which is a card stating quest 3, because now we can choose to go into quest 3. So let's go on over to map 3.
Trophies.
And I'll go and grab the loot pack.
Okay. This game's pretty sick.
I agree. Very, very interesting. I really like it.
It feels like it's just so fleshed out in a easy to play way.
Yes.
It's like Gloomhaven without all the complication.
Yeah, it just guides you as you move. So
it literally feels like a more streamlined Gloomhaven.
We've got some dividers in here. So here's the Vinapack. I found it right over here.
Vinapack. Vinapack.
And we move on to page 3 of the rulebook. Oh, we can just flip it over. Look at that. Beauty.
There's Vina. What do I do with this?
It says open the Vinapack in the loot box. You have 3 actions to explore the town.
Okay.
So I think we have to choose one of these and then we go through the Vinapack, probably based on the number, and do that location. Probably like a pack of cards, like a location.
Have you done
card.
this?
I have not.
Okay. There's no
Oh, we can see the town exploration rulebook, which is in the Quest 3 box. So we could probably pull that out because I never did read that. We have the town exploration book. Let's take a quick
We
look.
haven't made it this far yet, so this is all. Well, I didn't play any of it. You played the first 2 scenarios just to learn how to play, so that we could get going on camera. But you haven't done this part.
I have not done this part.
So we're gonna quick read it, and then we'll paraphrase.
Okay.
All right, so we are in town. We know how it works. What are we doing here, Coach?
So whenever we take in city action, we're going to go onto one of the locations. We're going to reference that number card in the deck, and we are going to resolve whatever the card says. If it's a shop, then we will get to add certain cards to the shop, and the shop is going to be in our loot box based on a divider card. If it's a event, we're going to resolve the event. And then at the bounty shop, we can sell our trophies. Sometimes we can sell the trophies, which it's rumored that if you have the Wyvern trophy, you can get a Wyvern cloak. Unfortunately, we do not. And also some tokens, some tokens can be used to get a specific item. If they're used for a specific item, like you trade them in for that item, you can only make 1 item per visit to the bounty shop. But you can always sell all of your trophies for coins if they're allowed to be sold at that bounty shop. So the bounty shop will have a list of trophies that can be sold there. And that is how we would resolve that.
Wicked.
So we have 2 actions essentially.
So where do we want to go?
So the other thing is we can, when we go to the inn and rest, which sometimes will cost us money, but for this time, like they said, it was free for us, we will get to alter our deck. We'll go over that probably on the next episode we do this.
Okay.
But so now we can choose where we're going to go because sleeping will be the last thing we do.
Where do you want to go?
Well, we have Burnt Alchemist Lab, which he did say he wanted us to see us at when we get a chance.
All right, let's go.
But
Number 3.
we also have Luca's Tea Wagon because everybody loves tea. We have the Lonely Lantern Tavern, which I think that's where we go, right, to go rest.
The inn.
Oh no, Millhouse Inn. You're right. We have the Kinfire Shrine and Morella's Wares. I do like wares.
I do be
I wonder
liking
if she's
wares.
a Khajiit. Obviously not. But does she have wares? Because we have the coin.
We do have 9 coins. Let's go there first.
I agree. Let's go there. So you're gonna look for 2 in the Vinapack.
2. Wait.
Flip them over. Maybe flip them over on the other side. It'll be.
The shopkeeper, a tall, thin elf, greets you cheerfully as you enter. I've heard tell of the Seekers, but I've never met any before. She watches you intensely as you browse the shelves stocked with fencing, chicken feed, and sack of rodent repellent. I cater mostly to the farmers around here, she says. But my husband, Jed, is a blacksmith. He might have some items that interest you. Morella leads you to the forge out back where you find a human man with white hair and ropey muscles. She signs to him in a few quick gestures, and he nods to you before uncovering a table to show you his wares. You may shop Morella's wares. Add it to the Vena market if you haven't already. See shopping in the town exploration rulebook. Your city action is over.
So we go to Morella's wares. Remember that card that said Morella's wares?
Shop at Morella's wares. Add it to the Vena market if you haven't already.
So the Vena market's going to be actually these divider cards, and that's how we're going to determine what's actually in the market. So we have Vena right here.
Yep. You may shop at Morella's wares. Add it to Vena's market if you haven't already.
So this will go here. We have Vena's. So then we look at Morella's wares, and it's going to tell us what items.
Jed's work isn't fancy, but it's reliable. I promise you will never find better weapons to serve you. These items are for sale here. Defending blade, heavy staff, and loyal arrow. Once purchased, add the cards and any boosts to the Seeker's unused card pool or swap them into the Seeker's deck using normal deck building rules. There's cards in here.
Oh, there's cards in. Oh, they're in there. Okay, cool. Perfect.
But
One stop shop.
Let's see.
There's probably everything that was behind that card. Maybe. So the way cards are in this game is that each card is going to have a boost card that's linked to it. So almost like having two cards with coins. So when you alter your deck, which you'll do during the in action, you will swap out the cards in your deck. The breakdown on your character sheet, which has these segments, tells you how many of those cards you can have in your deck. So I could swap these out once we buy these, and these would be available for us to purchase. So if I were to buy Loyal Arrow, then I would also have to add this boost card into my deck. White boost cards can be added as linked to any card, and then you have ones that are dual colored, which can be added to those cards. But they do say what they are linked to. So like for instance, this one says boost Loyal Arrow. When you add Loyal Arrow, you add this boost.
That's cool.
And that's how you make up your actual decks.
All right, so those are available. Do we want to buy all of them? We can afford all of them.
That's true. I mean,
we don't have to.
I mean, Loyal Arrow doesn't seem well. Let's see what Loyal Arrow does.
Can we purchase them at any time?
I believe that is what it's stated because it's part of the market now.
It's part of the market.
Yeah, so let's take a quick look at items. Shops. When you visit a shop, you'll be instructed to add that shop to the city market the first time you visit. In that city's deck of cards, you'll find a menu card listing the shop's inventory and prices as well as the actual cards that are for sale there. Move the shop's menu card along with its inventory to the city market section of the loot box. From then on, when you use a city action to visit that shop, you'll be able to purchase items from its inventory. So basically, we do have to spend an action to get there, which we've already spent our action to go there. So we are technically there now.
Right. So if we wanted to buy something, we should do it now.
City market divider. So I'll put that in front of the Vena divider.
I don't know if there's anything in here in particular that I like super want.
Well, what's the red one? Because you're more blue and I'm more red. So those are probably more our speed of what we're looking for. This one gains armor after attacking, which is not bad. But the question is, would I want to switch something else I have? You know what? Honestly, right now, I don't think I care about switching anything in my deck. And anytime we switch something out, some of them will have our characters' faces on it. This is a specific distinction that this cannot be used in anyone's deck but my own. So even if I swapped it out of my deck, we could not.
Is there anything significant about the icon at the bottom?
That actually, yes. That means for every one of these little fire icons, that means you need at least one KINFIRE token to actually put it in your deck.
Oh, so I'm not buying
So you actually can't put anything in your deck right now. And for each card you want to put in your deck, you need a different KINFIRE token. So if I wanted to put 3 different KINFIRE cards, or depends on how much they cost, really. But if I wanted to put 3 one-fire cards in my deck, I would need 3 Kinfire tokens in order to do so. So that's also a limiter on how you can upgrade your deck.
Got it.
So that's one of our actions. We have one more action.
Are you buying your sword?
I'm
holding off.
Holding off.
Okay.
So we'll put these behind.
Let's go to the alchemist lab.
Okay. That'd be V3.
Approaching the burnt-out husk of the alchemy lab, you see the dwarven scholar you met earlier pacing back and forth with nervous energy. He gives you his name, Hoyt Belger, and thanks you repeatedly. I would say fate delivered you to me, but if I believe in such things, you see, I'm in need of your skills, or in need of skills such as yours. He turns to look at the charred ruins. I would like you to investigate the crimes committed here. Arson, murder, theft. This is, or was, my friend Micah's workshop. He perished long ago with it. If you can make time for such thing, come talk to me, and I'll share what I've learned so far. You gain prompt Q16. Remove this card from Vina. Your city action is over. Where's it go? Is there a trash pile?
I guess it goes to unused cards. Or that makes no sense because we would still have.
This prompt, quest 3, Into the Shadows. So we have a prompt now. Just put it unused.
That's our first prompt.
That can go to a prompt.
No, this is from the other one. We have another one.
Huh?
Is that Q3?
That's Q3.
But we already had that. What did that one just say we got? Q16.
Yeah, that's what I said.
We had that to whatever we also already have. So now we have quest 16 and quest 3.
Nice. So we can embark on either of these in the future.
Yep. And like I said, it will never give us a quest we can't complete at the time. There's also the potential that when you're going through these, if you're using this for teaching purposes, when you're going through these locations, if the number is not in your deck of cards, that means you haven't actually unlocked it yet and you can't go there yet. So there's also that distinction in there. So we have these as prompts. We do have a prompt place right here. So these are our prompts right now. We have no memories. I wonder if we are actually supposed to store these in our boxes. I'll check that later and I'll say that in the next video. But for now, we have to do our last action, which is go into the inn.
Stepping into the inn, you're met with the smell of fresh baked bread and can hear the gentle squeak of water wheel turning out back. Dara, the mayor of Vina and owner of the inn, appears wiping her hands on a towel. Looking for a hot meal and a room for the night? Your room and board are free here as long as you're in town. If you stay the night, cease sleeping at inns in the town exploration rulebook. Your city action is over. Otherwise, return to the map and choose again. So we're staying the night.
So sleeping at inns, we get to remove all the exhaustions from our deck.
This probably stays in here.
Yeah, that probably stays in there.
Okay.
So that puts all of our exhaustion back out of our deck.
I had like 2.
I had 1. It was disgusting.
There.
And sleeping at the end, as far as I know, this just allows us to customize our seeker deck. So this is up to the point where we could actually swap abilities out of our deck. Mm-hmm. The limitation on your deck is also 18 cards, which would be 9 skills, and then there are 9 boost cards that go along with them. And that does not count your disposable cards. So some cards will say disposable, and when you spend those cards, they go back to like whatever deck you bought them from.
The beginner's luck thing.
Yes, like that would have been a disposable. But they would go back to the market too that you bought them from, so you could buy them in the future again.
Okay.
And with that, that would be everything that happens when you sleep.
There you have it, folks. That is KINFIRE Chronicles Nightfall, Scenario 2, and exploring Vina, the town. I'm liking it so far.
I enjoy it as well. I also like the humor in the book a little bit. It talks about how you only get, one of the things saying it only get 2 actions, and you get so many actions in the town because we don't want you to get bored after all. And then you have to take a quest, and then you get more action tokens again. Another one is it talks about the bounties and making rare items. It says, you're unlikely to find a shop willing to make you a leather coat out of a bandit you've defeated.
That's funny. That's funny.
But I do like the little subtle hints of humor in there thrown in.
I love the production. It's cool. It's great. All right, there you have it. Thank you so much for joining us on this, and we're excited to play the rest of this whole campaign. So as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
See ya.